like that hat.
Here, Dan.
What's your name?
I'm videoing.
From Hawaii. Tanner, where are you from?
You can see
Rhode Island. What part of Rhode Island? West Warwick. I know that area pretty darn well. It's a pretty state, ocean state. Do you know the full name of your state? It's not just Rhode Island. Believe it or not, it's the state of Rhode Island and Providence Plantations. Just so you know. Because Rhode Island is just Aquidneck, with Portsmouth, Middletown, and Newport. So that's Rhode Island. The rest is called Providence Plantations. I mean, hardly anyone calls it that. But officially. You see the kayakers. You see the duck. You're making good choices. Yeah. Don't make me fill out paperwork, buddy. I'm counting on you. How old are you? 9? Alright, so you've heard about Paul Revere. Paul Revere made his famous midnight ride on a Tuesday night in April 18, 1775. And he was spreading the alarm about almost 800 British soldiers that were crossing the Charles River right in front of us. Well, they're not there now, but they were. They were right here. They were on a march. Well, first they had to get out of Boston. It was almost an island. So they crossed here. They landed past the Sonesta Hotel. They couldn't get rooms in the Sonesta, so they marched out to Concord, which is like 15 miles from here. Concord, Massachusetts, not New Hampshire. Concord, New Hampshire is further away, in a different direction. So the British soldiers were hoping to seize cannons that the rebels were stockpiling at Concord. The American rebels had cannons. Remember the British Army was in Boston? So the commander of the British Army didn't want the American rebels to have cannons because they might use them against him. So he was sending the troops to Concord, and on the way they go through Lexington. Sam Adams and John Hancock were in Lexington, and by the spring of 1775 they were wanted for treason, crimes against the king. So the plan was to capture Hancock and Adams on the way to seize the weapons. But Paul Revere spread the alarm, so it didn't work out. I'll tell you more later on. Those are for you, buddy. This guy's been taking your picture. Do you want me to make him stop? I'm casual. Do you know who he is? You don't know? All right, just walk by him and let me know if he bothers you. Anybody want to drive? Their hats get a sticker. And the people with the Yankees hats we do is we test them to see if they float. What's your name? Bram, nice to meet you. Where are you from, buddy? Are you from Rhode Island too? And you're the photographer of West Warwick.
You got it.
I've heard of you. He's your brother. He's your dad. You gotta pick one. He's either your dad. Oh, the other kid was your brother. I get it. All right. Tanner's your brother. Nice. All right. So ahead of us is the deepest part of the Charles. It's about 34 feet deep, but we float no matter how deep it gets. Shallow is more of an issue than deep on a floating vessel. And it's not too shallow here. It's pretty shallow when you get west of Boston. The Charles River starts 28 miles west of here in the town of Hopkinton, but it takes so many twists and turns, it's 80 miles long. 80 miles and 28 miles. Isn't that wild? It's a lot of twists and turns. How old are you? Are you really? You look older. You seem older. You have a confidence about you that belies your years. You're a Red Sox fan. Good. We're not having a great year, but you know what? We're having the year we thought we'd have last year, and last year we won the World Series, so it's okay. You don't want to get greedy, you know. I don't even know who's in first place. Any American League East Division fans? Who's in first place? Toronto?
Yeah.
Oh, good for them. They never get to win the division. I have nothing against the Blue Jays.
You're right.
Never mind. I mean, I'd rather the Sox win the division, but they're not going to. Toronto, Baltimore. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
The Orioles, you know. The Yankee fans and us, we're rooting against each other. Well, that's just good fun. Although, you know what? You know how intense that rivalry is for those of you not from the area? When my son, do you play baseball? My son did it for a year. He didn't really like it, so I'm like, all right, well, that's cool. You tried it. When he was in Little League, and I noticed the kids were wearing like Orioles hats, Mariners hats. This Little League team teams are named after major league teams. And I asked the coach, I said, what do the kids on the Yankees do? And the coach said, there's no Yankees in Massachusetts. So what do you mean? So there's no Little League Yankees teams in Massachusetts. He had to stop years ago. Parents would let the kids wear the uniforms. It's absolutely true. We take it pretty seriously.
Good job.
I bet there's no red